Hi everyone, my name is Vijay and this is my team members.
This is Raji here.
Number one.
Satish Kumar also.
We are doing a project on dynamic firewall with a reuse controller. What we're trying to achieve is we're trying to create a block list and a whitelist. So whereas when a BYD devices is connected and if you want to add a particular IP address to a blacklist, you'll be able to achieve that by using a dynamic firewall application. So that is what we're trying to achieve here. And now I'm just going to explain about the project. So in dynamic firewall application, we are going to fetch the information from two external servers. One is called Spamhaus and another one is called Fishtank. So both of them will give only the IP addresses. So we already retrieved those IP addresses and we saved those IP addresses in Apache server. So we don't want to disturb the particular server every time. So we save these things here. So from here we'll be fetching the particular IP address and generating a flow which is given to the controller, and the controller will add the flows to the switch. So this is how it works. So now let's go to the demo. So this is our setup here. So we have a host which is connected to the switch, and we have a particular IP address which is 47.172.16.0.47. So we are trying to block the particular IP address which is a blacklist IP address. And this is our code, which port is listening to 6653, and we have a phaser.py file which is running by using a review manager. So if you see, the controller is connected to the particular application, and then we got the IP address, and the IP address has been added. So now we try to see the action item here. So here the action says as drop. So this is a particular rule which is added in the switch. It is done using the OpenFlow. And we are using a couch database here, so which is used to save all the IP addresses there, and from there it will be fetching from here, and we'll compare the both IP addresses list. For example, if you're getting the first IP address list from the Spamhaus or Fishtank, after several hours we'll be getting another set of IP address. So we'll be comparing both the IP addresses based on the timestamp. So once the timestamp, which is the latest one, we'll take the latest one and we'll decide whether it's a blacklist or a whitelist. So if already the IP address is available in the database and in the current list there is no such IP address, then it will be considered as a whitelist IP address. So if there is a new IP address added in the latest list, then it is be considered as a blacklist IP address. So this is all our project.
Also, we have split it into two modules. One module will read Spamhaus and Fishtank to get the IP address, and it will pass to the another module. That module will work on top of Review Faucet controller. So it will get the IP address based on the status. It will check whether the blacklist or whitelist. If it is in blacklist, it will drop the packets. It will add the flow into the controller, and then if it is a whitelist, it will delete the flow into the controller.
Actually, we are maintaining a separate configuration file to maintain the URL of a Spamhaus or Fishtank, and also we can configure the regular time intervals. So for how many hours once you should reach the server to get the information. So these are all maintained in a configuration file, so that later if you want to modify the code, you don't need to touch the code, just the configuration change is enough.
Another thing I would like to tell you that this is going to be another thread of faucet actually. This thread will receive the information parallelly from the firewall Fishtank or Spamhaus. Those information will be running as a thread actually, because you don't want to disturb the existing one, and at the same time it has to run as a parallel node. So we made it as a thread concept here.
How easy is it to configure more than one? I mean, apart from Spamhaus and Fishtank, right? There's lots of other open source feed providers.
Yeah.
Okay, open source and otherwise. Okay, how easy is it to configure
So you
them?
don't need to change anything on the code side, just the configuration file changes will be fine. You just give the URL of it or the information login account details to the particular server, so that will be fine.
It will be taken as a while loop. We will
You will fetch the information and we'll put it there.
Does it have to be in?
You can have multiple formats. Currently we are using TXT format. You can have it in JSON format also.
JSON.
JSON is
What
okay.
RPC?
RPC we didn't try yet, but it will support.
And where is that configuration file stored?
A configuration file is stored where the YAML, phaser.yaml file is stored.
Okay.
So we are storing the data.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.